Hello, welcome to Moresby tonight. Great to have your company once again. How's it going? Hope the week's been absolutely smashing for yourself. I've been having an absolute ball all throughout the week. The weekend is finally here. We're going to have a massive night tonight. We've got the footy up next. And yeah, the footy goes right across the weekend. And I know everyone's dying to watch that. So let's get on with it. I got a massive show lined up for you. First up, I got an interview with David Kedea, all right, the father of AK-47. All thanks to AK, he took out some time, some studio time, and we caught up with his dad at his Baroko home, and we found out a little bit about him. He's an absolutely amazing guitarist. He can do all these Tahitian and Tongan and Fijian styles and whatnot. You'll find out soon enough. AK, it's all yours.
All right, well, hi and welcome to our first artist interview. And I'd like to introduce our artist for this session is none other than David Kedea. He's a long-time lead guitarist from here in Port Moresby, and used to gig around and play with a lot of the bands within Papua New Guinea and some bands in the Pacific. So we're gonna have a little bit of a chat to David and find out what his influences were and what made him be the one of the best guitarists back in the 70s. Hope you enjoy. So DK, welcome to our interview.
Thank you.
Firstly, I'd like to talk about your early influences with your guitar playing. Now everyone knows that you're a great lead guitarist. So tell us, how old were you when you first started playing the guitar?
I started learning how to play the guitar when I was 12 years old, 1966. And I was taught by my elder brother, Kila Kedea, and my other brother, Pop Kedea. And yeah, they were the ones that taught me how to play the guitar back in 1966.
Great, and who were some of your early influences?
Well, from 66, we used to live at Konido. Dad used to work for the powerhouse, and we had so many people coming to the house. We had people from Milne Bay, and every time they come, they'd play. I'd sit there and watch them, the Milne Bay people. And there were so many people from the Papua region, mainly. And that was how I started to admire the way they play. So it took a few years until I got the grip of it in 1969, when I was 15 years old.
Because mainly the local style of playing in the early days.
Yes, mainly the locals. But I was also at the same time listening to Chubby Checker, the Elvis Presley, the Everly Brothers, and those good old country and western songs and entertainers here.
So I understand you went to Yarawari and you played for a band there. Tell us a little bit about that band.
The band was called the Yarawari Drifters, and that was formed in 1970 when all of us were 16 years old.
So you were in grade 10?
Grade 10, yes.
And is that because you guys used to drift around a lot, or?
I don't know how we got that name. I just couldn't work it out because it's 42 years ago. But maybe I got that name of the band called the Drifters, the Black Americans. Yeah. I think maybe that was
yeah. Okay.
the reason.
I think it's a cool name.
Yeah.
And how many guys were in the band?
There were originally 4 guys. Myself, Hena Matagua, our lead singer. Tau Lahema, bless his soul, he passed away a few years ago, and Nanai Momo.
Once you left school, what were some of the other bands that you played with in Port Moresby?
Well, when I left school in 1971, my elder brother Kila was playing with a band called the Stalemates. They also had Henry Fabila and Jacqueline, all playing under the name of the band. But we played, Kila and I played together with Thomas Natera on the drums and Edward Natera on the bass. And I was on the rhythm and Kila was on the lead, but we both would share the lead. But I don't think he did allow me to play the lead because he was the lead guitarist. But yeah, the band was called Stalemates. We played together in 1971. Yeah, apart from that, I also played few gigs with the Guadu band. This is the electric group. Guadu band, and then on the acoustic side, I played with the Vera Vera brothers from Makerupu, the Blue Rocks from Hula, the Botaura brothers from Hanobara, and then other gigs wherever I just go, and if they need me to play the lead, I just jump in and play the lead. Yeah, there's nothing sort of fancy about that, but as soon as I pick the tune up, and it just flows with it. Yeah.
Okay, so finally, with the Pacific, I understand that you sort of traveled around the Pacific because you were interested in learning more about the Pacific style of playing guitar. So, what influenced? Where did you go, and more importantly, how did those trips influence your style of playing?
In 1969, for example, when I was 15 years old, I had a group called the Pacific Teenagers, and they sang a song called Nunguitau. And even now, up to now, I still sing that song around the place, and to make it, it's a Fijian song, yeah. So from there, then I started to be really interested in the Fijians, the Skiusa, and also the Mokambo combo that used to play at the Mokambo Hotel in Nandi. So I wanted to go to Fiji just to see how they were. So Mrs. and I hopped on the plane and flew down to Nandi. And it's a pity I couldn't get hold of the Mokambo combo because the band split and some of them moved to New Zealand. So there was a group coming up from Suva. So I had a couple of gigs with them. That was back in 1977. Yeah.
And was Fiji the only place you went to sort of to check out bands? Like, where did you sort of get that strumming style and whatnot that you do these days?
That came from the Cooks. From the Cooks, yes. We went to Rarotonga in 78, and it was so nice. I played with a couple of groups, and one of them I can still remember, the Tropical Tone. And I had the opportunity to meet Pepe's husband. I didn't have the chance to meet Pepe. There's a group called Pepe and the Rarotongas. The group was part of one of the influence that influenced my way of Pacific way of thinking.
Play us something that's let's say Samoan,
Yeah.
and then something that you might strum, let's say in the Cook Island style.
Yeah.
And we'll see the difference in style.
Okay, and also the Fijian way of playing too. You see that if you notice that my fingernails, I cut that this is for the strings, and this one I don't because I don't use a pick. I rely on this 5 buggers here. So let's say if I was singing a Fijian song, I'd go like this because I like the E chord. I'd go like this. And if I was playing a Cook Island or Tahitian, I'd go like this. If I was playing someone, I would go like this. And same chord you can play country music. And then you play, with the Tongans, they love to play on, they call it the sunset key. And it's something like... or A. So it depends on each country. They have their one. Like the Tongans, they have sentimental songs. So when I sit with them, we sing songs like Mano Pratasi. But nowadays, the trend has changed, and even with the Samoans also. But with the Cooks and the Tahitians, they love to play fast music, same as the Fijians. And with the Rovianas, they just have a basic beat. They just a simple beat that goes like.
When you say Roviana, that's from Solomon Islands.
From the
right?
Solomon Islands,
Yeah.
and they're the first bamboo band, if I can recall back, 1967. They were the first band that played the bamboo, and from there I think it moved over to the Bougainville and maybe to the Medan province. Now quite a lot of people in PNG play the bamboo band, but I believe it originated from the Western province in the Solomon Islands. I like to play like that, and when I come to the warning part, I like to go like this. nice to play. Like, as a guitarist, of course, you got to do a lot of styles. And I like doing that. I like to play the guitar at the back of my head. When I have a few beers, just show off, but it's good. That's what guitar is all about.
Well, great. It was wonderful talking to you, and we appreciate taking the time out to have a chat with us.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Anytime. Anytime.
Welcome back. You're watching In Moresby tonight. Now, for your chance to be part of the show, we've got this little segment that myself and Genevieve called IMT Jam Sessions. All right, what you do is what we do here on IMT Jam Sessions is we bring in singers that come in and jam with us. It's mainly acoustic. Okay, so if you've written a few songs and you'd like to just come on the show and jam with us on set, I might just jump in and sing along with you guys as well. Genevieve might do some tango and whatnot. Anyways, yep, you can get in touch with us here at IMT. All right, my email address is IMT, all lowercase by the way, imt@emtv.com.pg, or you can give me a buzz here at the office on 325-7322, and you can be just like these guys.
There's a lot of misunderstanding in your life. She's been through a lot and nobody seems to care. Notice why her eyes are all puffed up from crying all night long. Every new day has its own story to tell, what she goes through, all the bruises, scars, she bears a secret inside. Oh yes it does. Every night as she goes to bed, wondering many more are out there like her. Who's gonna wipe away their tears? Who's gonna stop the pain they feel deep inside? Now stop. Enough is enough. Won't you have to make that change and show them all some loving and care? 'Cause they could be somebody's mother, somebody's daughter, somebody's spouse, somebody's sister. So treat all women with respect. Every new day has its own story to tell, what she goes through, all the bruises, scars, she bears a secret inside. Oh yes it does. Every night as she goes to bed, wondering many more are out there like her. Who's gonna wipe away her tears? Who's gonna stop the pain they feel deep inside? Now stop. Enough is enough. Won't you have to make that change and show them all some loving and care? 'Cause they could be somebody's mother, somebody's daughter, somebody's spouse, somebody's sister. So treat all women with respect. Treat all women with respect. Treat all women with respect.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another telecom segment in Moresby tonight. I'm Gima Robert, your host, and joining me on set, I've got my beautiful friend, Bibian Barron. Hi, Bibian, and it's good to have you back on the show.
Hi, Gima, and hi to our viewers. Gima, you're not looking too bad yourself.
Thank you very much. I know. Anyways, moving on, let's talk about what's happening in telecom, please.
Well, talking about looks and seeing things on TV, we've got video conferencing, and we've made use of that at Telecom Romana, where we had a staff assembly, and we had Goroka and Lay come on board and actually participate in the assembly. Now, that's actually using our video conferencing facility. So that's available for those of you who want to cut down on cost and as well as time, and have everyone participating in a particular conference or a tutorial or even an interview. So if you're interested in that kind of facility, again, it's the video conferencing facility where you have a face-to-face kind of conversation. So that's available with a Telecom P&G, and you can contact our Telenet sales group.
Yep, that's about our video conferencing. You can call any of our telephone numbers on 302-5500, or you can call 302-5554, or even you can come down and see our Telenet offices regarding the video conferencing. And Bibian, what's the Easter offer?
For telecom with CityPhone, we've got the ZTE Android smartphones. We've got the N960 that's selling at 650 kina, and with that you get 40 kina ride card that comes with the phones. And also the E908 that's selling at 500 kina, and again you get 40 kina free credits on top of that. So that's the Easter special that's currently running, and that's to do with our CityPhone smartphones. So that's available at our telecom retail shops. We've got Gamer at the Vision City kiosk, so you can go and see a nice face over there to grab yourself one of those phones during Easter, and you get yourself this 40 kina worth of free credits. So that's for the Easter promotion.
Thank you, Vivian. That's about it for the Easter offer. And if you're more interested in the phones, you can come down to our Vision City kiosk and see me or any of our telecom sales officers, and we'll be sure to help. Moving on, we also have the back-to-school internet plans. So, Vivian.
Correct. We've got the internet plans that's available with our Telenet sales group. So if your school does not have internet, and if you'd like to update your school resources, especially when it comes to having updated information, do feel free to call the Telenet sales group. Again, the number is 302-5500, or it's sales@telenet.com.pg. Now, they've got a range of postpaid plans, and speeds actually start from 1 gig all the way up to 4 gig. So those plans are actually available for schools should you be interested. And priority is given to schools that have no internet access, as well as where there is coverage, telecom coverage available. And this service is available on our ADSL and our WiMAX data services. So do check it out if you're interested.
Moving on, we also have the telecom NSL draws this weekend. But do you have the draws? Could you please mention?
All right, it's going to be an interesting game in Port Moresby at Sir John Guy's Stadium, where we have Hekari, the favorites. Now they'll be taking on the new boys on the block, the FC POM.
FC POM.
So that's happening. Also in POM, we've got a game between the NC Civil Aura. They will be playing the Eastern Stars. And over in Lay at Sir Ignatius Kilage Stadium, we have Besta, PNG, and they'll be playing the Wilgrease Highlanders. And West New Britain Tavour will be playing Gigira Laitoko. So that's happening tomorrow here in Port Moresby and Lay. So if you're not doing anything, please head to those venues. Again, it's the John Guys here in Port Moresby and St. Ignatius over in Lay.
We also have the Manchester promotion.
Correct. Definitely you know about the Manchester United. So Telecom is actually promoting, because they will be playing in Sydney come July, and they'll be taking on the Australia's A-League Stars. So all you need to do is simply spend 200 kina at any of our retail shops nationwide, and you get to enter that draw. So that's happening, and what do you get to win? Not only do you get game passes, but you get a return airfare down to Sydney and 2 nights accommodation, as well as spending
Getting money.
So
Exciting.
just for 200 kina Gema,
I know.
you get to go and watch Manchester United.
So are we allowed to enter the draw as well? Or that jokes. Do you have anything else to say?
Adding on to the weekend, we've got the Telecom Golf Pennants. We were supposed to do that last
week.
weekend, but the rains didn't have mercy on us. But we're doing it this weekend. This is at the Royal Port Moresby Golf Club.
Yep.
So we've got 11 corporate teams that will be participating in the 2013 Telecom Golf Pennants. So all the best. We've also got a team that will be participating this weekend, this Sunday.
And that's a wrap up for the telecom segment. Have a pleasant evening and good night.
Right, it's time to wrap things up and in Moresby tonight. Before we head on out of here, let's check out what's happening within Port Moresby in the coming weeks. All right, the 7th Annual Australia Week is coming up pretty soon. Next month, that is. Mark this date down at the 7th of April. It's going to be on a Thursday. Big concert happening at the Gold Club. And yep, they'll be featuring PNG music legend Sanguma. Also, they'll be featuring the R&B hip-hop outfit Animal Audio, plus a band from Australia. They play a bit of rock and roll, a bit of reggae music, that kind of stuff. They call themselves Bending Rodriguez. It's going to be a massive night. So, yep, if you're planning on going out there, the date is the 7th of April, Thursday, 7 p.m. Don't miss out. Also, if you're a movie buff just like me and you've been waiting for G.I. Joe, well, finally G.I. Joe Part 2, that is. G.I. Joe Retaliation hits cinemas in April. Sorry, not this month. So, yep, G.I. Joe Retaliation, you got The Rock in there, you got Bruce Willis and all these guys in there. What's his other guys? Channing, something. Can't remember, what's his name? Channing Tatum, yeah. All right, all the ladies love this guy. So, yep, they're all starring in that movie, but I reckon the big pull factor is The Rock. Yeah. So, I've watched a few trailers, awesome movie. So, make sure you head on over to the cinemas and watch that. Also, one of the big movies showing at the moment at the cinemas is Jack the Giant Slayer. It's a pretty cool movie. They got pretty cool 3D effects as well going on. So, yeah, make sure you head on out there. Thank you very much, Suke Guria. He's one of our cameramen. He loves Jack the Giant Slayer. So, I'm giving him a ticket to go tonight so that he stays out of trouble. Anyways, yeah, before we go, finally, big shout out to all the grade 12 students of Cop College. Thank you very much for popping into the studio. They're chilling on the other side with our studio director, Arnold Barker. You guys have a top weekend. Stay out of trouble. Go back to school on Monday. And all the best with everything you do in 2013. Time to go. Rugby up next. Enjoy your weekend. Keep out of trouble. Until next week. Good night.